Kuna video moja mtazamaji wangu ambayo imekuwa ikienda viral sana, na hii video ni ya mwanadada fulani ambaye si Mkenya ila she is an American citizen, na amejipata hapa Kenya, na mambo ambayo ameonekana kusema katika hii video yamebaki kufanya watu wengi sana wabaki kureact. Well, hujambo na karibu kwa mara nyingine mpenzi mtazamaji wa Daffy Updates. Tayari asubuhi siku ya leo ni kujulishe ni yapi ambayo yanazidi kufanyika hapa ndani ya taifa lako tukufu la Kenya. Siku ya leo mtazamaji wangu ni tarehe 28, it's the 28th of October 2025, na siku ya saa ni siku ya Jumanne ama Tuesday. Well, today I've woke up to seeing this particular video going viral, and the video in topic kama ya video ambayo tunazungumzia, it's a video of an American lady or a lady from the country of America ambaye in some way alijipata hapa Kenya, maybe by visiting, maybe kutembea. It is not known what she is currently doing in Kenya, iwapo ni kutembea as a tourist, iwapo ni kuishi kama permanent resident, but that doesn't actually even matter. What matters ni kile ambacho anasema katika video ambayo naenda kukuwekea hivi karibuni. Katika video ambayo utakuwa unaisikiza, unaweza ukakosa kupata maneno yote, lakini nitafanya bidii sana niweze kukutafsiria, ni kufanya uelewe kile hasa ambacho kinafanyika, na nadhania kwamba bila kupoteza muda na wakati, ningependa utazame hii video alafu tuweze kuendelea na maneno zaidi. Hebu tazama.
Embassy of Kenya? Hi, American here, applying for political asylum? No, I'm not applying for a safari selfie. I'm calling because back home is a matatu with no brakes. Congress is lying on a beach somewhere, and our president is dropping trolling AI videos like dude-mented 3 a.m. mixtapes. And you somehow keep the route moving with M-Pesa, grit, and Plan B. I will not say jumbo like it's a cartoon. Habari, asante, pole when it's yours, not mine. I know Swahili isn't everyone's first language. I can adapt. I'll learn.
So, mtazamaji wangu, for example, ukisikiza pale mwanzo, unasikia amepigia Embassy of Kenya. This means that yeye ni Muamerika lakini anataka kukuja Kenya. Na there are different reasons ambazo zinamfanya afanye hivi. Kwa hivyo baada ya kupigia Embassy of Kenya, ameelezea kwamba anapiga ili apate political asylum. This is a type of visa ambayo unadhania inaweza ikapeanwa kwa watu ambao pengine wanahisi siasa za kwao si nzuri na ziko very toxic, ama zinaweza zikasababisha hata kuhatarisha maisha yao. Kwa hivyo anataka political asylum ambayo itampea uwezo na nafasi ya kutoka Marekani na aje Kenya. Na ameeleza kwamba kati ya sababu ambazo zinafanya ataki political asylum, it is because rais wao ama president wao kuna mambo mengi sana ambayo anafanya, ikiwemo sijui mambo ya AI, katunza AI and a lot whole of things, but ameeleza kwamba when all of these things are happening here in Kenya, things are going on, mambo yanafanyika, M-Pesa inatumika, rais wa huku anaonekana kuwa mchangamfu sana. Hebu sikiza.
Everyone's first language. I can adapt. I'll learn to read matatu hand signals without stepping into traffic. I will stop calling ugali polenta with a dream. It's dinner. Please put me on probation. 30 days to be useful without narrating it, to pay on time, to keep pace when you say pole pole, and to hustle when you don't. If there's a queue, I'll join it. If there's a test, I'll take it. If there's room for one more calm person on the Gong Road, I can be that person. I'll walk that path.
Mtazamaji wangu, kama jinsi ambavyo umesikia pale, ameelezea vitu vingi sana ambavyo yuko tayari kufanya. Ako tayari kufanya mtihani, ako tayari hata kusoma second language ya Kiswahili, kutumia maneno ya adabu kama asante na pole, hata kuwa mtu bora zaidi pale katika barabara ya Gong Road. Ameeleza mambo mengi sana ambayo ako tayari kufanya, ikiwemo hata kupiga mistari pale ambapo panahitajika, kusema kutembea polepole wakati ambapo watu pengine wanasema polepole nini. I hope umeelewa. Basically, the whole thing around this video is this lady is trying to show that she would very much want to move to Kenya. And that's why I told you pale mwanzo that I don't know where she got hizi details zote kwamba Kenya iko hivi na hivi na hivi. Maybe she came here to visit, maybe she lives here na anajua hivi ndivyo kulivyo, but you can see the idea of the video. She has been amazed by the country of Kenya. She has felt like this is a place to be, na amefurahi sana kuona kwamba kumbe Kenya kuko hivi, to a level where she is calling the embassy akisema kwamba angependa sana kukuja Kenya na kuwa mwananchi wa Kenya. Yuko tayari hata kuita kubadilisha jina, asikuwa anaita ugali ati ugali, atakuwa anaita Dina. Hii ni kuonyesha tu jinsi ambavyo some of the ranks she is willing to go to make sure that she gets accepted to come to Kenya. And you have to understand, this doesn't mean that her specifically eti yuko hapa ama anataka kukuja, but it's just an idea. I want you to see the idea. So in this video, ladies and gentlemen, I want us to look at some of the main reasons why her, together with other many American citizens, want to move to Kenya. There's a time I brought to you a video of why people were not supposed to relocate to Kenya, and some of the things which I said there, people actually said that they had not given them thoughts. You know, I was advising people some of the things to look for or do more investigation on before they decide to move here. But today, in this particular video, in relation to the video that you have watched, I want us to discuss some of the important reasons or major benefits people are getting after they decide to move to Kenya. So make sure you stay with me to the end, because it's a wholesome video. It's a video which I believe it's going to be informative and educative, because people are going to gain from this. But kindly, before we go there, I would like to request that if you would like to support or sponsor our next episode, kindly use the M-Pesa details at this end or at this corner. You are going to see an M-Pesa number and also the name which should show if you decide to use that M-Pesa number. I really appreciate that retro support or small help that you offer. Usually inasaidia sana in the running of everything hapa katika upande wa kwetu. So asante sana. Also don't forget to join our YouTube community. We want to get to 60,000 subscribers. We just have a couple hundreds to go, and I'll really like it if you just subscribe. If you like what we do here, if you like to become a member of our YouTube channel, kindly subscribe. It's free of charge, just one click. Also don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and lastly click the notification icon on, so that next time when we upload a new video, YouTube will automatically recommend the video to you. Also don't forget to tell me in the comment section down below, where are you watching this video from? Are you watching inside the country or out of the country? It's my pleasure to know mahali ambapo unatazama ukiwa. For those ambao wako Kenya, as usual, tell me which county, and for those watching from out of the country, tell me which country you're watching from. And my brothers and sisters from America, tell me if these are Kenyans who have visited Kenya or Americans who have visited Kenya, do they hold this view that they would maybe one day want to move here and stay permanently? Tell me in the comment section below. So more Americans are choosing to pack their bags and move to Kenya. But why? Why are Americans choosing to do this? What exactly is attracting US citizens to a country thousands of miles away from home? You know, Kenya is very far from America. Why are people so much attracted to come here? Well, today in this video, we will break down the real reasons why Americans are now calling Kenya home. I have a number of reasons, but first, reason number one, it is because of basically the lifestyle appeal. What you have heard that lady saying in that video, it's basically lifestyle appeal. Like the life here amazes her. So the reason number one, it's the lifestyle. Unlike the busy, stressful pace of life in the United States, Kenya offers a calmer, more relaxed environment. From the sunny coastal towns of Mombasa and Diani to the peaceful hills of Rimuru, life here moves at a slower, friendlier pace. For many Americans seeking peace, fresh air, and sense of community, Kenya is becoming their perfect escape. And then I know there are some Kenyans who will disagree with me on this one and say that, oh, there is no way Nairobi is calm. Well, it can be calm everywhere. Some places need to keep on running for the economy and everything to happen. So the Nairobi metro, let's say downtown Nairobi, we can say that things actually are not calm there. But when you look at other most places of the country, things are calm, things are moving slower. There is a slow pace of life which everybody likes. There is a relaxed way of life Kenyans usually live. When you go to Mombasa, you will find people relaxing there. They don't have a problem. They are living their life. You go to Limuru, you are going to find people just living their life. It's only here in Nairobi downtown where like things are always chaotic every day, every night. But when let's say an American comes, he's obviously not planning to live in Nairobi downtown. But because of this, like there's a quite a good balance of how things are. So that's number one, the lifestyle appeal. Most Americans want a place where they can stay just calmly, relaxed. Reason number two, obviously, it is the cost of living. The amount of cash or cost you are going to incur for you to live or stay in a certain place. Here in Kenya, that's very affordable compared to the United States. Life in the United States, this is something which even people have called me and told me things here in Kenya are actually very much better compared to there. Yes, we might be complaining all the time about Ruto, calling him Kasongo and everything, but one thing which you can't argue with is that things here are more affordable compared to the United States. So life in the US has become very expensive. Housing, healthcare, and food, everything is costly. And people who live there can attest to this. Are things more expensive there or is Kenya more expensive? Tell us in the comment section. So in Kenya, an American dollar stretches much further. With the same amount they'll spend renting a small apartment in New York or Los Angeles, they can live comfortably, even luxurious, in Nairobi or along the coast. It's simple economics. Kenya offers better value for money. We all know that the dollar is a very powerful currency, and this American, the fact that he or she is coming with the dollar, he is going to get more value for that same amount here in Kenya. Let's say I work in an American company, but I am paid in dollars. I am at a very more advantaged place than most people, than anybody being paid in Kenya shillings. For an American who is being paid in dollar and he would have to spend maybe, let's say, $1,000 for a house, for renting an apartment, or let's say even $500 just for renting an apartment. That same amount, in America, that amount could have maybe given him something just basic, a basic apartment. But here in Kenya, for that same amount, that person is going to live like a king. He is going to be living luxuriously. He will be considered as among the rich here in Kenya. So that thing amazes people and makes people want to live that type of lifestyle. You want to live somewhere where you can afford things, you feel like you're on top of the world, and Kenya offers that lifestyle. So the cost of living, and this also goes even to things like foodstuffs, transport. For $1 in America, I think most of the things which you can get are actually very small things. But here in Kenya, for that same $1, you are going to get a lot of things, and this thing makes people like Kenya even more. Reason number three, obviously, it is climate and natural beauty. For Americans, they have been used to the 4 seasons of the year. But here in Kenya, it is usually almost summer all throughout the year, apart from some few months where it's chilly, it's rainy. For the for the biggest part of the year, it's usually summer, and Americans like this because you get a chance to go out, tour different places, visit different areas, and see wildlife, see nature, interact with it. This is something which Americans really love, and they find Kenya also the fact that there is natural beauty. There is the Masai, there is safari, there is mountains to go and visit, to go and climb. There is national parks everywhere. This is something which amazes them, and they like it very much to a level where you just can't not imagine yourself living in a place where you can afford everything, you can live comfortably, you can enjoy climate and natural beauty any time of the day you want. eh? This is very welcoming for anybody coming from America. So the reason number four, obviously, it is the business and opportunities. For those who have been doing the investigation well, you can already tell that opportunities here in Kenya, opportunities, Kenya is one of the Africa's fastest growing economies and a gateway to East Africa. Many American investors, entrepreneurs, and digital nomads are setting up businesses here, especially in Nairobi. Two, the tech capital of Africa. That's another name for Nairobi. Nairobi is considered the tech capital for Africa. Kenya offers them a young, innovative workforce and fast internet, making it easy to run global businesses right from here. You can come from America, set up your business in Nairobi, and you will be running activities happening in America while seated in your office in Nairobi. Enjoying all that Kenya has to offer, but everything else is running. So the business opportunities and the fact that Kenya is a fast growing country gives them an advantage in running their businesses, and that's something which is also very appealing to people who want to live here. Reason number five, obviously, it is the culture and people. We can't talk enough about this. The culture, the Kenyan culture, is one of the cultures that usually amaze people, and people are left speechless. When you come to Kenya and you find that there are things which usually happen and you have never seen them anywhere else, that memory is going to stick with you for the rest of your life. You get to the matatu, there is a matatu culture. You are going to see matatus which you have never seen anywhere. You are going to feel like they are moving clubs because there is music in there, night lights out in there, those disco lights, and just the Kenyan people, how welcoming they are, how funny they are, how outgoing they are, is going to create that memory that you are always going to want to come back to Kenya and do more. So that's reason number five, the culture and the people. Kenyan's hospitality, the people in culture. Americans who relocate often say they feel welcomed here. Kenya's hospitality, community spirit, and cultural diversity make foreigners feel at home quickly. In places like Karen, Nanyuki, Diani, you will find thriving expat communities, people who came for work or retirement and decided to stay forever. This is normal in places like that. And there are people who decided to come for work or visit, but they ended up deciding to stay forever. The reason number six, it's safety and stability. Kenya compared to the US, Kenya is very much safer than the US. This year alone, there have been a lot of cases of drive-by shootings. Even the president has survived a number of assassinations. But here in Kenya, that's something very rare. You can just wake up one day and hear cases that there is a person who decided to do some weird things with a weapon. So Kenya is much safer, even though there are some places which are not safe. Compared or overall, Kenya is much safer than the US. But the final thought you obviously is, from affordable living, beautiful climate and growing opportunities, to peace of mind and warm people, it's no wonder more Americans are moving to Kenya. Whether it's for retirement, work, or a fresh start, Kenya is no longer just a travel destination. It is becoming a home for many US citizens. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. Kindly, before you leave, make sure to join us by clicking the subscribe button under this video. Help us get to 60,000 subscribers, and also give this video a thumbs up, and also don't forget to tell me in the comment section down below what you think about the story that you have spoken about today. Thank you. I'll meet you in the next one. Bye bye.